Is it gonna work? Stream is starting. Let's have a look. Come on now. Just checking to see if the stream is live. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so we are live, and so the first thing we want to say right away, I'm just going to make the video public so people can start tuning in, but if you are watching this after the live stream has ended, which will be shortly after 9 a.m. Pacific or noon Eastern time, the main reason that we're doing this is sort of to kill two birds with one stone, in that we want to announce this tiny house resource bundle that's going on sale, and so we thought it would be fun to do a little countdown, and then also just have a chance to chat with people briefly. Normally we make a video to announce this thing. We've done it in the past. If you've been following us for long enough, you probably have seen it before. Originally we were part of it with our SketchUp tutorial as one of the included resources, and in following years they always mix it up with a different set of resources. But it's super cool because they gather, like I said, a variety of stuff, bundle it together, and it goes on sale for extremely low price compared to what you get if you were to go buy it all separately. And it's only on sale for 5 days, and we have an affiliate link, so if you buy it through clicking our link, we get a cut of the profit. So it's super helpful for us, and obviously it's super helpful for anyone who's interested in tiny houses or in the process of preparing to build one. So of course we want to share it with you guys, and it supports us, it supports a bunch of tiny house creators of tiny house resources, and yeah, hopefully it'll be useful for you guys. So it goes on sale in, it looks like, about 16 minutes. So yeah, let us know if you're there in the chat. We can chat about like what we've been up to, and hope you guys will check out the bundle when it's ready to go.
And if there's anyone planning on building a tiny this spring, be a good set of resources for that.
Yeah, we're wondering if everyone's getting started with their projects, because the weather has changed so dramatically from that cold spell, and now it's like super nice. We had to close this curtain. It's actually a really good thing we put this curtain up, which is one of the things that we've done. I don't know if you can see. You can probably see a little bit of stuff that we've improved in the living room here, but yeah, otherwise we'd be completely whited out. Look at that in the video. So yeah, we've got the living room. We made some progress on by putting up proper curtain rod, and I 3D printed some curtain rod holders that are the right size for the dowel. And then we've got these blue curtains. You might remember if you had seen in any of our videos or even past live streams, we had these horrible just like cuts of drooping fabric as temporary curtains, which are just awful or hideous. But we finally sort of had a crack at fixing up the room. And then we've got some artwork.
Hung some art.
Starting to feel a lot more, more homey. Oh, we're getting chats. Oh, do you want your laptop to view the chats?
Sure, yeah.
Should be able to just go to the watch page and see it. I gotta stand up here. It's Gerwin Kappert says, hey, we've moved over from tiny house to bus conversion. I'm working on it now. So did you,
Passing my charger.
oh, do you need to plug it in?
Yeah. Plug it in behind you.
Did you live in a tiny house, or are you saying like that you want to switch spots?
Sure.
You were going to do a tiny house and then you decided to do bus instead. And again, if you're just tuning in, we're just doing a fun little chat while we're waiting for this tiny house bundle of resources to go on sale. That's what this is all about. You can click a info card in the top right or go in the description to go to that link and check it out, which we get a bit of a profit for if you buy it, and it's a great grouping of resources for anyone who's interested in tiny houses or is, researching them, wanting to build one and whatnot. He said, no, we're planning on building a tiny house, but we figured it would be too small for us and not mobile enough. So you're gonna have like a regular sort of permanent dwelling and then have a bus conversion to do the traveling? Is that what you're thinking? Seems like a pretty good combo. Your parents just got a new motorhome recently, which they're in Mexico right now with.
Yeah. Maybe they're watching.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom and Dad.
Let's see, the chat thing is working over here. Chat's showing up in the video. That's nice. Say hi in the chat if you're there. We've got what was it, Gerwin? Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Gerwin Kappert is talking about his talking about his bus conversion. But yeah. Oh, maybe we should bring Jack in here.
Yeah, I was just about to say we got a dog.
Yeah. So we lost Ben in December. If anyone's been following us for a long time, our big tiny house dog. He was a bit older when we adopted him, and so we lost him in December, and took a bit of time before thinking about getting a new dog, but we've got him. His name's Jackson.
I'll get him.
He actually looks a lot like Ben in some ways. He's a little bit lighter. Ben was 100 pounds. But Jackson's 75, and we think he's got some shepherd in him.
Yeah, I'll go get him so you
Yeah.
can see him.
He's probably gonna be so jacked. He's also really young. Like they don't know much about him because we adopted him from the SPCA, but and he got picked up as a stray. But he was he's 2 apparently. Nice how you pronounce my name. You're from NL? Sorry, where is that? Newfoundland? No. Is that right? Or North something? What does NL stand for? He was trying to get Jackson in. What's so funny is he
He's sleeping under the house. 1 second.
yeah, he likes to go under the tiny house. Oh, Netherlands. Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah, he
Cool.
says they're gonna live in the bus and travel around Europe.
Oh, traveling around Europe. That's sweet. Yeah, is it easy to just travel between countries, like just driving like that in Europe? Like you don't have any trouble getting through the borders? Yeah, Jackson is he likes to go under the couch in a little burrow. Here he is. Oh my goodness.
He was like fast asleep
Oh really?
under the house. Yeah.
Here, we're gonna have to tip this down so you can see him.
Jacko, come on, you're gonna be on YouTube.
You're gonna be on YouTube. There he is.
You
Come
see
on,
him?
Jack.
What
Oh
a good
yeah,
boy.
buddy. Oh, look at this guy.
What a handsome fellow, hey?
Yeah, he's got a lot of energy.
But also was just like totally passed out.
Yeah, well,
Under the
he's
house.
sleeping, and now he's gonna
He's
up his energy. So we've got another beast in here. Tiny house dog. He's very snuggly.
He's
super
total
cool so
snuggle
far.
butt, yeah.
Yeah.
He's brought in as a stray. And then the SPCA got him, and then we got him.
Yeah. And again, if you're just tuning in, we're just doing a little countdown to this tiny house bundle that's going on sale. It's right here. You can click a card in the top right, or look in the description, and it's a great
You can see your toast.
My toast! Yeah, check out this bundle because it's got lots of great resources and it's on super sale just for this week, and we get a cut of the profits if you buy it through our link, so helps us out, and hopefully, if you find something that looks useful to you, then it'll help you out for your tiny house project.
Hey Mom, my mom's watching.
Oh yeah?
See Jack? Jackson, isn't he cute?
Oh yeah, they haven't even met
Mom and Dad
him.
haven't met him yet.
Yeah, because we got
him while they were away.
Yeah, look at him. Yeah, he came in as a stray through animal control, and then nobody claimed him. He had no collar, no tattoo. He was unneutered, and then he got transferred to the SPCA, and then we saw him on there, and
We scooped him.
But he's super nice.
Oh yeah, he's really.
He's
cute
like good
dog.
with other dogs. He's been
Yeah.
good with the cat so far, mostly.
Good-ish with a cat.
Yeah, and the cat like darts. He kind of, he looks like he wants to chase, but I don't think he.
He hasn't yet.
Yeah,
He's been good.
he doesn't seem like he wants to do any harm. Like, he's been right up in her face and sniffed her, and I think he knows that she's part of the pack. So
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Only 7 minutes to go on the sale. Yeah, normally we make a video to like talk about a sale like this, but we thought we'd do a little live stream because it's fun. We can have a little countdown over here and see who shows up. We got Gerwin from the Netherlands talking about his bus conversion. Who else is watching? It looks like says there's like 11 people. You guys should say hi in the chat. Let us know that you're there. We're just having a nice morning here with Jackson. I'll have to take him around the loop.
Yeah.
Also, big shout out to Joe who lent me his 3D printer, which I've been
Totally. Yeah.
pumping stuff out.
Yeah.
Super cool. I don't know if we've actually brought this up in a video yet. Maybe at some point, but
Well, the next video I think is going to be electrical finishing.
maybe.
Okay.
Because, well, we want to... Yeah, it'll be next Sunday. With luck, it'll be next Sunday would be our next video. So I need to look through... I haven't really even started it, so I'm not sure what footage we have to get through.
Austin Stone says hi.
Yo! Thanks for saying hi in the chat. How's it going? I was just going to ramble briefly about this 3D printing that I'm doing where... Well, if you watched our videos where we put up the wall paneling, we used really thin, like 1/4 inch wall paneling. And honestly, like that was a mistake. I think one of the things we would do differently is use at least 3/8, because you're trying to use something really thin and lightweight and not have all this bulky mass on the walls. But the problem is the electrical boxes, and I should have known this. I'm like embarrassed because I'm an electrician, but I'm not a drywaller. I don't usually put the wall on. Like I put the electrical boxes on and then walk away. And then people deal with the finishing, but the electrical boxes stick out too far from the surface of the wall, and so regular cover plates, which are really thin, they don't like make contact with the wall. They're just sitting off the wall on these protruding boxes. So I've been 3D printing these deep electrical cover plates, and I designed this in SketchUp and then exported it to a format that the 3D printer can do. But then I've just gone, oh sorry, it's like over bright, but it has been awesome. Kiva's like sick and tired of the sound of the 3D printer because I've been just printing so much stuff. It's amazing. There's like I got a 12-volt plate with a 12-volt like cigarette lighter thing that we're gonna use to plug in the dehumidifier, and then I've got these ones for buttons, our buttons for our LED lighting, which is also now up and running. We've been making lots of little progress, and we're going to be sharing it soon. It's going to be great.
Hi, xhacks519. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for popping in. Again, obviously, we're just doing a fun little countdown. We're going to send out a newsletter about the sale as well. And spam it all over social media. It's just like, we don't do that very often, so we have no shame. of just like plugging this bundle deal because it is really good, and it's also run by some people that are like really good. Seems like a solid like the good people within the tiny house world are involved. So we're pretty pretty open to pushing it just for the 1 week that it's on for. It goes on sale very soon.
Gerwin is saying, is there coming a follow-up on the lighting / Arduino stuff, or a downloadable schematic code?
Yeah, the Arduino is I've pretty much refined the code. So like how long do you think I spent on that? Like a month?
Yeah.
On and off over a month, really getting into it, and I figured out all these ways of doing like loops and stuff with the code so that it's really tight, and I can just add in a little block of text that's just like the lighting colors at the top of the code, and then define which buttons like trigger that, and then I can add lighting zones. So I kind of like really hit it hard and then to step back to do some other stuff. So right now we have the living room. You probably can't see it. Well, we could close the blinds if we wanted to, but we've got, maybe I can
because you can't.
Maybe I can tip the camera up. Can you see? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can probably see it. So it's really bright in here already, but these are actually quite bright at night. We've got these LED strips, and we've got 3 lighting levels in the living room. So yeah, you can't really see it. This is full on. This is like we call movie lighting, which is purple, and then we've got low light, which is red. It's not showing up on the camera, but it is working like perfectly. And now initially we sort of had to get used to it.
Yeah.
Of like, what we're doing, but now it's all automatic. So it's really nice that it's as planned. It's just a totally natural motion to just reach over and hit the button to the different lighting levels. And we've also got one light in the bathroom, toilet room that's up and running, and we can control the furnace from the Arduino, and that's all working really well.
Vincent is asking what the bundle is about.
Yeah. So this bundle is just it's a bundle of tiny house resources. There's like plans, different courses. I think there's the Morrison's video package, I think, is in it.
Yeah.
Which is something that we used that we bought separately. We probably paid almost,
I think we must have paid like 30
or $40 or something. Just for that one video. And that was worth it.
Yeah, I think we watched it like 3 times all the way through before we built.
And so once a year, some people, some very clever marketing people in the tiny house world go out and gather a bunch of tiny house, like I said, plans, courses, and things, bundle them together for this crazy deal, and then have it on sale for only a week. And then basically people like us, like our SketchUp course was in it, in the very first one, I think. Yeah. But even when our product is not in it, we can share an affiliate link. So if you were to buy it through our link, then we get a cut of the profit. So obviously it's like really helpful for us to if people buy it. But having experience with it and knowing some stuff that's in it, it's also like we feel really comfortable just sharing it, kind of spamming it out there, because we know that it's actually useful for people who are our audience. Like anyone who's been watching our stuff is probably interested in this kind of stuff, these kind of resources. So
yeah, it's a good deal.
Yeah, it looks like, oh, that's so funny, the text. I think it says the sale is on. There you go.
Oh, it's 9. Oh,
so
cool.
Technically, actually, I know. Let me see. I'm gonna open up a tab and see if the site has updated.
D is asking, what did you do for your drywall? I need to build one for Greywater in a couple months. Oh, Shady Brady, thank you. From Springfield, Missouri.
Oh, look, they've got a countdown.
Stone Ledge Tiny House. Cool. Another Canadian. From Southern Ontario.
Nice.
That's awesome. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, here, I'll just, I want you to reread that to me, but I just want to comment that it looks like the sale is on.
Cool.
So go ahead and check it out. The web page is live now.
So they just go to our website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the... Yeah, hang on. Uh-oh. God damn it. One sec. No! Come on. Is this gonna work? Sorry, I'm just messing with my... Okay, whatever. I'm so picky about my, the way the software looks. There we go. It's on sale now. Go check it out. Anyway, we'll keep chatting for a little bit, and then we need to send out a newsletter and stuff. Sorry, was there a question there that I was supposed to answer?
Yeah, there was a question about what we did for our drywall.
For our drywall. Yeah, it's not...
Drywell.
Oh, like our, it's like a French drain. It's really...
Yeah, just our grey water. And we basically just dug a big pit in the property behind the tiny house and put gravel in it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And it's actually been working totally fine.
Yeah, it's been good so far, except Jack found it and came back kind of smelly. Yeah, it's not the most ideal thing. It's funny because in the middle of the summer when everything was like dry, like to a crisp, it was like this lush.
Yeah.
Like there was like huge thick grass blades just like growing out of it. Obviously, because we're like pumping not only water but, you know, washed out food, not food like scraps, but you know, anything we rinsed through the sink would end up there. And yeah, so it's an open pit, but what we'd like to do someday is, I don't know if we can just show that on the video. Jack's upside down. Is do kind of like a snaking perforated tube underneath like a garden of some sort, so that we're watering a garden all the time with our wastewater, gray water, obviously, no black water, just what's coming out of the sinks, pretty much. Sorry, we're distracted because our new boy Jackson is like upside down. Oh my goodness. Do you think I can get... I don't think I can see that because he's like underneath the... No.
You won't be able to get the angle.
No, I can't get the angle. So yeah, that bundle's on sale now. If you want to go check it out, there's a card here and a link in the description. Was there any other comments?
Just a couple other people said hi from Southern Ontario. Stone Ledge Tiny House. Gerwin says that he wants to copy the lights for his bus.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's all 12 volts.
Brady said good luck on the sale from Springfield, Missouri.
Nice, thanks. Yeah, how soon are you doing the bus? Because it could be a while. Like, just accepted that all of this stuff takes a long time. And, just getting around to making some regular videos about the Arduino is going to take a little while, but, what I want to do is a more in-depth kind of tutorial, sort of like a layman's DIY tutorial thing, showing the process that I went through as a novice who knows just enough basically to make this happen. And sort of walk through that process for anyone else in a similar position, and then possibly even sell that as a little package probably for, I don't know, not much, maybe 10 or a couple tens of dollars depending on how good it turns out. But that could be a while because it's just, there's so many things to finish off, and we keep making videos, and there's lots of priorities that it's tough to get around to that Arduino stuff, but it's definitely working and it's very cool, and I do want to share it with everyone.
Someone from Nova Scotia is on the final stages of their tiny house build, and they pretty much want it done. They've had enough, and they said, I know you know the feeling. Definitely.
Yeah.
Also, Tiny House Expedition just said, Jake, what kind of sandwich is that?
Sandwich.
Some peanut butter.
It's peanut butter toast. We're creatures of habit. Literally have this like every morning. Keep wakes me up. I've been sleeping down here. Actually, you know what's that's something I want to comment on is this. We designed this couch. Oh wait, sorry, I get ahead of myself. Yeah, the never. I just want to comment on the never-ending process. Like, yeah, you want it done. If you want it done, you just have to like push aside everything else in
And
life.
don't move into it.
Yeah, don't move into it. Just like take like 2 days of self-care where you just go off like into the forest or something and just get away from everything so you can kind of reset. Honestly, like that is huge. And then come back and just like don't do anything else except for just chip and chip and chip away at the last things, because we just have been unable to really do that because we live in it. We have the YouTube channel. We have like all these things where we're just like cannot escape it, and it's just impossible to really just like hunker down and finish stuff because we're still filming. Like literally, I'm still shooting stuff when we're finishing off work in here, and just kind of accepted that it's this long process. But I was gonna say too that this couch, we designed it to be a bed as well. Like it's when you take away the back pillow thing here, it's wide enough and long enough this way to be like a full size bed for a single person. Or so I'm sorry, I don't know if it's a full or whatever.
No, I think
in terms of the
like
actual
twin.
dimensions. Yeah, twin or whatever. And so I've been sleeping down here since we got Jackson because I'm not really sure, you know, if he's going to get worried if we both go in the loft. He can't see us. He was pretty antsy for the first couple days to a week. So I've been sleeping down here just to make sure he's comfortable and settling in and everything. And it's like I've completely transitioned into sleeping down here. And so Kiva comes down and she like, you want some toast? Like makes me some peanut butter toast, and I'm like, what? Like all groggy, waking up down here. And it's sweet because we got the blinds now too.
Jade Tully is asking. They're just getting started or getting ready to build, and they want to know if we have anything that we wish we knew before we started.
Oh my god. Well, first of all, you're a perfect candidate for us to pitch this Tiny House bundle to. So check this out. There's a card up there and a link in the description. And there's actually the Morrisons thing for sure. Mm-hmm. Is something a video series that we watched before we started. But other things that we now know that we wish we had known.
I would say like really think about like all the details. Or a lot of the details before you get started. Like plumbing, like where exactly the hole is gonna go.
Yeah, don't leave anything. Yeah, that's a good point. Is don't leave anything where you're like, oh, I'll figure this out later.
Yeah.
Because we did that with several things, and figuring it out later became a huge pain.
And also, what's another hard lesson we learned was what's it called? The swelling and the contracting of wood.
Oh yeah, well yeah, it's expansion and contraction with moisture.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch our video on the interior room, I think when we did the toilet room, we put in all these boards that had been in the garage. We brought them into the house and put them up, and we didn't let them acclimatize, and then they all shrank. Man, that's such a tough question to answer. I feel like sometime soon-ish we'll do a kind of a compilation of things that we wish we had done differently.
Yeah.
I mean,
honestly, for the most part, like we spent a lot of time designing this house and really thinking about what we were going to do in here, and so for most of it, like the layout and kind of how we're using the spaces, we're actually quite happy with it.
Yeah, we actually literally say to, like, unironically, out of nowhere, we'll be like, man, we really nailed this design. Like, this living room is phenomenal. Like, it just feels like a comfortable living room. It doesn't feel like a tiny house space because it has a feel that just is, I don't know, I can't even describe it.
Yeah.
Just what we want to do in here, and what we do in here, it just happens so naturally.
Scott says hi.
Oh,
Hey,
hey
Scott.
Scott.
Also, Vincent says he's from Quebec, and he was curious if you guys figured out your heating situation. The last time he checked in, we were using various devices, which is still the same.
For
we
heating?
have our propane
Well,
furnace.
as soon as we got, one thing we figured out is with the Arduino computer control.
Yeah.
I got a relay in the control panel, to which I've connected the thermostat wires from the furnace. So and then I've like coated it up so when you push this push button on the wall over here, which you can't see in the shot, but literally right here I could reach out, press a button, and then that will click on the furnace. And because otherwise we had to open the control panel and like flick this weird temporary switch we had in place just to get the furnace to come on, which we did, but it was kind of a pain. And that's one of the reasons that we used the electric space heater, because it was so much more convenient to just leave that on and not have to worry about it. But as soon as we got this button, it just became second nature. Like if we felt cool, like a bit cold, we just hit the button, comes on, runs for a bit, and it's also and you push it again to turn it off. So you kind of just, you are the thermostat. I was planning on setting up a whole temperature sensors around and have that feed into the computer and decide when to turn the furnace on and off, but I don't think we're going to need that. Like in practice, it's funny all the things that I guess this kind of goes back to that other person's question of like what we wish we had known, which is there's a lot of little things just about your literal like moment to moment, day to day routines and things that you do that you didn't realize, like the minutia of it, you can't really think ahead and predict, and we sort of learn things about how the design should be or shouldn't be based on living in here. So that is one benefit of having moved in before we finished, because some of the things we finish off come from us just figuring out what we do in here. And yeah, with the heating, as soon as we push, this is a super roundabout way of answering this question, but we basically put away the space heater once we got this button going, because it just became so easy to just press the button, turn it on, press the button, turn it off. And I have a safety thing, so if you press the button and like leave, it doesn't run forever, it shuts itself off. And then you have to reset the computer.
Tiny Expedition, we want to hang out too, we miss you guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can meet up soon.
I've seen you guys do a couple live streams too.
Yeah, I know, we always miss them.
Yeah.
But
sweet.
yeah.
Well, I should send out the newsletter. Are there any more
yeah, there's
questions?
a few more questions.
Okay, let me
Oh, thank you, Jade Tully, for watching our videos. That's awesome.
I gotta spam out the
Exactly, hindsight's 2020.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Have
It's in the way. Why don't you chat for a minute and I'll do this.
Okay, D says, we've been using a Cubic Mini Grizzly and 1500 watt oil space heater as a backup. Oh, nice, yeah. It doesn't, I mean, we always say this, it doesn't really get that cold here, but the last couple winters we've had some pretty cold spells, but I think even just like, it sounds weird, but Jake's computer running makes a big difference. Having both of us in here, like if one of us is gone, if Jake's gone, I totally notice that it's colder in here, probably because his computer isn't running and his like body heat isn't in here. Having a dog in here makes a big difference. But we've actually been, or I find it okay to just have the propane furnace and the space heater for when it really gets cold. And if you saw in our condensation video, we did have the space heater plugged in and running underneath the couch just to keep the air circulating, so that was helpful as well. Have y'all thought about fire suppression? I'm not sure what that is.
Well, I think like Dan from Tiny House Customs put in like a sprinkler system.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how Dan's doing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I've heard that, like, that's becoming code for residential in some places.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think. Is that why you're asking? Like,
Yeah.
because tiny houses, in an attempt to keep them up with as much of the code as is possible and relevant to regular residential.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't have any, but I mean, I've literally never lived in a residential like home or apartment or
That's had it.
that's had fire suppression like that. Or I guess do
Right.
apartment buildings have sprinkler systems?
In the hallways, maybe?
Yeah, I can't even
Not
remember.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, not that it's. I mean, it's a good idea. I guess
Yeah,
it's
it
also
is.
kind of worrisome, like if you get a false positive and the thing just goes off and like ruins your. Because
Yeah.
like you could save your life, which is obviously more important,
Yeah.
but it's kind of a risk
Yeah.
management where it's like you could also risk destroying your house. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's a weird one.
Hey, Batty.
As Batty.
Batty's here. Anyways, I have to go to work.
You gotta go to work.
Yeah,
Outrageous.
I know.
I'm just updating some of the stuff for the.
Oh, Scott was just asking, due to the size and ease of getting out, about the fire suppression.
Oh, okay. Well, we do have. We did try to. Well, I think we successfully met code for egress for our window up in the loft, because that was definitely one thing we did think about. Like, we didn't want to get stuck in the loft if there was like if suddenly we wake up and there's smoke billowing out from downstairs for some reason. We wanted to be able to get out of the loft, which we can. Just hop out. It's not very far drop,
Yeah.
It's like 8 feet or something. So just dangle down and drop. So it's definitely something we thought of, like safety. Like you just that
Just
visual.
mental image, like dangling.
Wouldn't be laughing if it was happening, but it does.
That's like the official term, the dangle drop.
Dangle drop,
Okay.
and then run around and open the front door for puppies to get out.
Puppies!
Puppies. Yeah. Well, you got to do some social media.
Yeah, I will, and I have to
Do
go
you
to.
have the photos? Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
one
photos.
last shout out for this bundle. Really pushing this bundle. Something that we were part of.
Put in a slide. Yeah, good one. That'd be hilarious.
A slide. Oh yeah, I pull like a string and it does an inflatable like an airplane,
That'd
like
be cool.
escape chute or whatever. But yeah, final shout out. This tiny house bundle is on sale now for 5 days only. Super good deal. Our SketchUp tutorial was part of one of the earlier iterations of it. They do it once a year, and there's a great grouping of tiny house resources for anyone who's in the process of getting prepared to build or researching it. Check it out. It's an affiliate link, so we get a cut of the profit, which is super helpful to us, and the value of it, and the type of material, it should be helpful to you as well, if you are in a position where you're trying to absorb more tiny house information. Oh, Jackson's in there. Look at him.
Thanks for tuning in. This was super fun.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't know
always
if
fun.
anyone would check it out. So
Yeah.
It's nice to see you guys.
It's always fun to do live streams. Sometimes I wish we could do more of them, but we don't really know what
We're doing.
to do, because if you guys don't ask questions, we're just kind of like just sitting here doing nothing. And we do have that Twitch channel where we were doing some gaming live,
I
but
knew you were gonna plug that.
well, I'm just saying, if you go to our website, there's a little thing at the top. It's sort of hidden, but it's just one of the navigation things at the top called PC Gaming. You can find our Twitch channel there. And we were playing, Keith and I were both taking turns playing through a game on there just for fun, and keeping it separate from our YouTube stuff, obviously. But we haven't done it in a while, but every time I stream, I open up the streaming software, I'm like, oh man, we should do that. I stream a game called EVE Online on a totally separate, haven't even mentioned it, I don't think, on Tiny Nest. But I have been streaming, like I said, just for my own purposes, and it is really fun. and it's fun to do it on this through Tiny Nest with you guys. Totally unique audience, and just chat about Tiny Nest stuff.
Cool. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, I think we're gonna shut down the stream.
Scott put out a new video. I'll have to check that out.
Oh, very nice, very nice. All right. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks.
Check out that bundle. We'll catch you guys later.